Hi family, wanted to take some time out to talk to you about sage and some of the different sage sticks that you can purchase and the different varieties that we do have available. So let's start with the first one. We have a sage cluster. Sage cluster is grown this way and then it's removed from the stem. They're dried out and they're usually shipped out, and you can get them in bags like this. You can find them in different variety stores and other people who sell sage like we do. We do not get our sage from any other source except for it being grown and harvested in the US of A. So we don't do the cheap deliveries that are coming from China and other places like that, because we really want to be able to support the people who actually handcraft these. And here's another one. This is a shorter sage stick. And as you can see here, these are wrapped with white string. And the women and men who we purchased this from, they take time to bless these and to send them out to us to for us to be able to utilize. This is a larger sage stick, and we use these as well. So I just wanted to introduce you to them, and then we'll go over the process of how to smudge yourself or another person. Here's another one that I really like, so I order these a lot, because with this I have the handle as well. And if I decide to burn it, I'll show you. Like this one here, I burnt a little of it, and I was able to put it out and to save the rest of it for later. So we normally carry these as well. What I also do is we'll get stones, and we bless these also for travel or your healing work, or just blessings that you may choose to do. Here is a picture of another sage stick. As you can see, they come in different varieties, different shapes, different additional herbs that are with them. Like this one here is a lavender and white sage stick. And this one here is, I'm gonna just look at it. This one is a blue and white sage stick. You know, so they're very nice and they're very durable. So we also work on some of the Palo Santo sticks. So I'm gonna take one out so that you will get a chance to see them. And this is a Palo Santo stick. Brings off a different type of energy, very sweet smelling, but not as sweet as our sweetgrass. So my sweetgrass, I normally I get it braided. Sometimes I have it where it's loose. I believe I have some close to me right now that I can show you, because I love sweetgrass. And as you can see with this one, I just lit the tip, utilize what I needed, and then I just guarded the rest. Sometimes I may cut it off, and I'm going to show you how you light it. And I'm going to show you with this opposed to the sage, and we'll do that one as well. And you just get the smoke. Oh my God, it smells so nice. And you can direct the smoke to go where you want. You always want to clear that crown first. And we're going to do a couple of videos to show you how to smudge yourself, how to smudge other people, and how to smudge items that you may be bringing into your home. So I think I want to show you that one real quick. So we're going to use this sage stick. Since I showed you this one, and what you're going to do is you're going to light it. You're going to always make sure that you have something that can support you in the event that something falls down. And we use abalone shells. Normally, I would not blow out on my sage stick. I would fan it, or I would clap my hands and allow it to go down. So as I talked about before, we're talking about making sure that we bless our ori. And this is our head. This is our spiritual head, and it's very important. And as I can go all the way down, and I'm going to stand up and show you. So what I can do is I can smudge myself. I can bring it under my arm. I can bring it down my body. I can bring it down the back, turn around. I can smudge my own self going all the way down. And sometimes what I might do is I will take my smudge stick and I will put it on the floor. And I will show you this, because I just want you to get a full idea. And what I would do is I would take my smudge and I would take my foot and bring it over it both times, and that would complete my saging of my body. Now, I just wanted to go over this, and this is not going to be the first time that we're going to do it because we're going to do it with different herbs. So in the event that this remote control was something that I bought from a secondhand store, what I would do is I would take the remote control, I would look at it, put my energy on it after I sage it. So I would let the smoke go around it, and I say a blessing that all energy that had previously touched this remote will now be dissipated, and now I can claim this as my own. And that's some of the tips that we use here. And also what I'll do is I'll do a demonstration later to show you how to smudge another person. So since we are in our Reiki healing room, I just want to show you some things, because as we go up, I can bring the smoke. I'm just going to try to see. And we would go through the room and we would smudge. We would allow the smoke to cleanse the items. So I'm gonna cleanse my drums. I'm gonna allow the smoke to go over that. I can make sure that I hit every corner. I get my owl up there. She gets a little smoke as well. I come down, I do my rattle that I have here. I would get that done as well. And I would go all the way around my Reiki room to make sure that I touch every area and that the smoke is going all around. And after I complete that process, I can do one of two things. I can sit my sage smudge stick inside my abalone shell, and I can just put it out. And for some of you, so that you don't have that burnt smell, what I would suggest is after you distinguish it, and you make sure that your sage is always out, because as you can tell, all of that crackling, you still see some smoke from here. So you don't want to leave this unattended. So you want to be able to remove some of that, and you can possibly even cut it off. You know, get your pair of scissors, because for me, when I relight, I don't want that burnt smell. So as you can see, I was able to get a lot of that off. And when I go to light it again, I can start off new. So remember, you set your intention as to why it is that you're saging, whether you're trying to create sacred space, whether you're trying to remove some of that yucky stuff that was on you from either being in a hospital, working at a courthouse, or just being around negative energy. Or if you decide, like I do a weekly cleanse of my house, and sometimes I have to do it during the week, but this is one of the things that I would do. But I will also seal it with something very sweet, or I would just make sure that I light a nice incense, or I would take some of my resin and burn that to bring a wonderful smell to my space. So I hope that this helps you. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comment area. And we are saging and cleansing to make sure that we create sacred space, that we can be able to complete our healing work here. So I sign out for now, and I say see you soon, and be blessed.